therefore, like asking the Holy Ghost to come into us, and boom, here comes another version of Jesus Christ to hammer us into some satanic shit. But, excuse me, but how do you feel about possession really playing a key role in going on?
Now, I think that you are on, right now, I think you are on the road to be possessed the most, because you're focusing on that. Now, I understand there's a knowledge to it. Now, listen to me. I understand there's a knowledge to it, but what we're trying to do right now, we're talking about warfare. And yes, we can go into it. We can go into it, but at this particular time, you got a lot of scholars that come up and they give you all of that. But my point here is I'm here to tell the people that our power is at such a high level now. Until, if we just start thinking on our power and our agenda, we can override that. I can tell you spiritual baths you can take, and yes, there's certain thought process. And you are right, one of the things we got to start doing is quit hating on each other, because that does it. And quit hating on each other because people have different philosophies. They got a whole war going on between the Moors and somebody else, and people are arguing over history, and history ain't gonna never be a complete science because we had times when whole history have been destroyed. But my point here is, what we're talking here in this context. Now, the dead folks out there, they're gonna go through what they're gonna go through because they're dead. We're talking to a group of conscious people or people that's just getting into consciousness. So therefore, that has to be a testament to your energy that you are already in that level that you're coming out of the things that make you vulnerable to that because your energy is a certain way. So what we need to focus on is, am I still on?
You're still here, brother.
Okay, yeah. What we need to focus on is at this particular time, what is our powers? What is the power of the mind? Because I can give you 1,000 things on all this stuff, what can possess you and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not talking to those people now. I'm talking to people who have been into consciousness, and for some of you people hearing this stuff for the first time, you're coming into consciousness. So you must redirect your thinking because we can also get caught up in certain aspects of the things that we fear. And that's the key right now is we got to get rid of the fear. You see, some people that don't have no fear can walk through a brick wall and don't know they're doing it. So the key is my point here is we're trying to get to a certain level so we don't even want to invoke those things. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on our magic and our greatness. You see what I'm saying? Other than, because we live in a cesspool of everything that's rotten and feces, and when it comes to thought, when it comes to policy, when it comes to people. So therefore, if we had a calculation of what is negative, that would be 98% of the stuff. So that's why I say go get the book, Spiritual Cleansing and Psychic Self-Defense. That is the answer to the question that you're talking about. But I'm not going to catalog a whole bunch of stuff that possess people and stuff like that because the simple fact, I would be creating it.
No, I'm not saying catalog.
Yeah, but the answer here is, the answer was spiritual cleansing and psychic self-defense. As far as, other than the people understanding that could be possessed by things other than the initial information that is of a reality, you see. At this particular time, you see what I'm saying? This is the return of the gods. You see what I'm saying? This is the return of the gods. I'm really not even interested in human behavior. And I help you the best I can because some of the people are just coming into this and all this type of thing. But the real enemy is humanity itself. Not some spook thing that you don't know. Humanity itself is the enemy. Not white people, humanity. Humanity was a low form in the first place. You see, and we made the best of it, but now it's time to even go beyond humanity. So what is humane is a supreme vexation to the spirit. And that's where we need to go if we're talking about becoming God. And so that is my agenda, is what is the concept of us becoming gods other than being a better human? Because being a better human can still be a better asshole. Because humans are that way. They have the potential for good and bad. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times, it's so messed up that when they think they're doing being good, they're being bad. So, so that's a whole nother plateau in which we are. And that's the stuff I'm talking about as far as the change. The change is not for you to get a better car and to live in a better house and all that kind of stuff here. Because the projects in this country, what we call the lowest form of living, is a palace in other countries. A condo would be a 5-star hotel in the Congo and in parts of Bangladesh. So it just depends on your concept here. But humanity, you see what I'm saying, has to be done away with. So how do you do away with? To become a whole nother reality, a whole God. And that's what this stuff is. Your DNA is not changing to make you a better nigga walking around with a new suit on. You see what I'm saying? Your DNA is changing. Your DNA is changing.
Most of us are here because we chose to have the experience of being.
Yes, but whatever the case, it is now, we chose to have the experience because we had to go in it to change it. And our DNA and everything else had to become dormant and go through the life's experience to change it. And as this stuff is, what we're talking about now is coming to something totally different. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, in this way, this has nothing to do with what you were talking about. I'm just trying to say here, if even when we think we're getting to the plateau we want to be, ask yourself if it's just the plateau that you're satisfied with, and that might be something that still gets you stuck. There's thousands of yards to go. You see what I'm saying? And it's an acceleration period where you can get there overnight if you have the right thought process. So in this particular case, you see what I'm saying? In this particular case, we talk about becoming an entity, whereas a lot of this stuff won't harm us if we put the right light around us and thought process. And that is the real remedy against the possession and the demons or whatever you want to call them.
That's true. And thank you, Bobby, for your help.
Yeah, okay.
And, for anybody who wants to change that entity on paper, lawful way, like when they say you got your driver's license, show them something. Like, let me know. And much love, Illuminated One. Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Glad to have you.
Yes.
We're going to take another one, Brother Bobby. We have a brother here we have a caller here from 707 area code. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am. My hotel.
Hotel, brother. Please, brother, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing just fine. Brother Bobby, man, I'm loving it, man.
Yeah,
I really enjoy your lectures, Bobby, man. And I'm just sitting here listening to all the good information you're dropping, man, and I'm really feeling it, Bobby.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have a question. I'm just listening, and I'm enjoying. And Illuminated One, thank you, man, for bringing Brother Bobby. I really enjoy listening to you. I learn a lot from you, Bobby.
Well, all right.
Thank you, brother.
Right.
Glad to have you.
Appreciate you, too.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We're going to take our next caller. Caller from 718 area code. Caller, are you there?
I'm listening.
All right. Glad to have you, sister. We're going to move on to our next caller. From the 216 area code. Caller, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you fine.
Yeah. Just asking my option. Tell me what's going on, Bobby.
Hey, what's up? All right.
Hey, sis, how you doing?
You know I had to say, hey, what's going on? Vince,
all right.
Much love, respect. Thank you for bringing my brother to the forum. I had another question I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
We had a discussion earlier in the week about the energy or the spirit that's permeating this planet right now that's causing people to have mental illness. And it was said, that the woman can't really, make a decision in warfare time, or in the time of crunch, that the man has to make the decision. And my position on it is that the divine feminine is permeating the area, and that contains everybody. And I just wanted to get your point of view on it because, I just want to know how you feel about it.
Yes, there is something called a return of the Shakti energy. The return of the Shakti energy.